Hey devs, Be Kind here, and welcome back to another brand new Roblox Studio tutorial. And I do understand that I haven't uploaded for 2 years, and I'm sorry about that. I was pretty much not motivated, and school over the days did contribute to my lack of uploading. But anyways, I'm finally starting to be able to upload again. But anyways, without further ado, in this tutorial, we will be making a custom health bar GUI. So for those who don't want to use the default health bar and want a health bar of your own, you have come to the right place. And to get started, we are going to insert a screen GUI. And what this does is it will display all the UI elements on the client's display. And then next, we are going to insert two frames. Frame number one will be the base of the health bar, and then frame number two will be parented to our first frame, and then that will indicate how much health the player has. And the first frame should be parented to the screen GUI so it can be visible on the client's display. So next, we are going to customize it so it looks like a health bar. I'll get back to you when I'm done. All right, so we have finished customizing our health bar. Now we are going to insert a new text label, which is right there. And what this label will do is that it will show the total amount of health the player has in total. And it's important to set the Z index to like higher than this one because then it will always stay in front. And then we are going to customize the font a little bit so that way it is visible to our players. And then if you don't have to do what I'm doing, but I'm gonna customize the stroke of the health bar here. And then now it's time for some naming here. So this one is going to be health label. Our second one here will be total health. And then this one will be named health bar. There we go. And now this is where we come into the fun part. We are now going to do some coding here. So let's code. So we are going to define a few variables. And our first variable will be the health bar, which will be this object here. And now we are going to get our character, game.players.localplayer.character, which will get the character in the workspace, which is the character we are controlling. Now we are going to get the humanoid, which will be character, wait for child, humanoid. And now we are going to define something, humanoid dot get property change signal health connect function. And actually, before we do that, we are going to create our own function first, which will be update. And what this function will do is it will modify this and this label to show the total amount of health the player has. And not mine, I'm just going to modify this for a quick second. And now we'll go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do is first we are going to modify the total health size. Oh, whoops. So we're going to modify the total health frame. Health bar, total health, size. You can tweak it if you want, but I'm just going to say size for now. And make sure you're using scale, don't use offset because that will make your health bar look inconsistent. So it is important to use scaling. So for now, we're gonna set the X scale to 0 because we will eventually modify it. Your Y scale should always be 1 so that it fills the entire health bar. And now, here's the fun part now. We are going to say humanoid.health, and we're going to divide it by the maximum health of the humanoid. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert a dummy here. We're going to insert a rig here, and then we will preview the humanoid instance. So there is humanoid health, which is right there. And then there's the maximum health, which is the total amount of health a player can have. So now we are going to divide by humanoid max health, which is, let me make sure I'm correct here. This instance we will determine. And now we are going to do health bar dot health label text. We are going to show, so the text will display as we're going to use you should use toString, because then it will convert a number instance to a string. So should always use toString when utilizing numbers within strings. So let's go humanoid.health. This displays the total health the humanoid currently has. We are going to input a dash, and then we are going to use another toString, humanoid max health. And then we are going to implement the update function here. Now we're going to include another get property change signal, but this time it is max health instead of just health. And then we're going to do the same thing, update. And then at the beginning of what we do, like when the script first runs, it's going to update the health. And now let's go ahead and play test. Sorry if it takes a while. So there you go. And as you can see, it shows that I am at full health. So let's go to my character here, and let's change my health here. Okay, where is it? There it is. So we are going to assume that my health is at 70. So right there, I have 70 health. And as you see, the health bar automatically updates. Now let's say my health is at 20. Now the health bar updates and shows that I am at 20 health. Now we can go back to 100, and then we can just simply, and then let's say my health is at 0 and I am dead. Then my health bar is simply at 0. And we can modify that to show custom text when we die. So when we go into the local script, we are going to say if health bar dot, okay, whoops, sorry about that. If humanoid dot health is equal to or less than 0, just in case if someone's health somehow goes below 0, then we will. So then, but first, before we do that, we're going to move that into the else, so that way it always shows the exact health if the player is not dead. And then we're going to configure the strings and type it like this. I'm gonna put a frowny face here because you don't have to put it there, but you can change it to like anything you want. But this is how I'm just gonna do it in this video. And then we are going to playtest it again. And sorry for not showing you how it updates the maximum health. So I will do it in this playtest. So currently I have 100 out of 100 health. Let's say I have a maximum health of 250. So as you can see, I can get more health here, and it automatically updates if my maximum health is changed. Now let's say my maximum health is 300. And supposedly you regenerate over time, but for some reason I'm not regenerating here. So let's go. Health is 300. Now I have full health. And then now let's test when we die. And as you can see, we have custom text, and it says you died with a frowny face here. And there you go. That is basically how you implement a custom health bar in your game. Feel free to add special effects to it if you want, but that is it for this tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, leaving a comment below, and subscribing. And I'll see you in the next tutorial. Peace.